It is the year 1710, and one of the most brilliant minds in Japan is completely losing his grip on reality. His name is Hakuin, and he has pushed his brain so hard to achieve greatness that his nervous system has essentially collapsed. He suffers from cold sweats, crushing anxiety, extreme brain fog, and a physical heaviness that traps him in his bed. He calls it Zen Sickness. Today we call it burnout, chronic anxiety, or simply a broken brain. You probably know this exact feeling. You wake up tired, your attention span is shredded, and your mind is constantly spinning with a low-level hum of panic. You try to fix it. You read self-help books. You try forcing yourself into rigid routines. You try to life hack your way out of the fog. But here's the crazy part. Hakuin did the exact same thing, and it almost killed him. To save his own life, he had to completely abandon everything he knew about hard work and discipline. He discovered a bizarre, counterintuitive cure hidden deep in the mountains of Kyoto. And by the end of this video, you are going to learn the exact psychological mechanism he used to physically rewire his broken brain. This isn't some cheap motivational speech about hustling harder. This is a biological reality check that will permanently change how you handle stress. Think about how you treat your mind when you feel broken. When you can't focus or when you feel overwhelmed, your first instinct is to fight it. You tell yourself, I need to stop being lazy. I need to force myself to focus. I need to fix this anxiety. Hakuin was a Zen monk, so his version of this was meditating harder, fasting longer, and punishing himself physically. He treated his mind like an enemy that needed to be conquered, but the harder he fought his own brain, the worse his symptoms became. His lungs felt crushed. His legs went numb. He had terrifying hallucinations. Modern psychology has a name for this trap. It's called the ironic rebound effect. In 1987, a Harvard psychologist named Daniel Wegner ran a famous experiment. He told a group of people, try not to think of a white bear. What happened? They thought about the white bear constantly. By actively trying to suppress a thought or a feeling, you are sending a signal to your nervous system that the thought is highly dangerous. If you tell a broken brain to just stop being anxious, you are pouring gasoline on a fire. Hakuin was dying because he was trying to cure his mind by using his mind. He was desperate, so he left his monastery and walked for days into the remote mountains of Shirakawa. He was searching for a legendary hermit named Hakuin, a man rumored to be hundreds of years old. When Hakuin finally found the hermit's cave, he collapsed at the entrance, begging for a cure. And what the hermit told him completely shattered everything Hakuin believed about mental toughness. The hermit looked at this starving, stressed-out genius and laughed. He didn't give Hakuin a new meditation technique. He didn't tell him to be stronger. Hakuin said, your meditation is killing you. Trying to fix the mind with the mind is like trying to wash off blood by scrubbing yourself with more blood. This is the massive plot twist of Zen philosophy that most people completely miss. We are taught that the solution to overthinking is to think our way out of it. The hermit told Hakuin to completely drop the mind and focus entirely on the heavy, physical meat of his body. He introduced him to a bizarre physical practice called the method of soft butter. And this wasn't magic. It was ancient neurology. Here is exactly how you cure a broken brain, broken down into 3 ancient actionable steps. Step 1. Arugumama. A Japanese psychiatrist named Shoma Morita later built an entire medical practice around this ancient concept. Arugumama means accepting things as they are, not as you want them to be, but as they are. If your brain feels foggy today, accept the fog. If you feel a massive spike of anxiety, do not fight the anxiety. Let it sit in the room with you. When you stop treating your anxiety like a threat, your amygdala, the fear center of your brain, stops pumping out cortisol. You must drop the fix-it mentality. The desire to cure the feeling is what keeps the feeling alive. Step 2. Nanso no ho, the soft butter method. This is the exact visualization the hermit taught Hakuin, and it is a literal hack for your vagus nerve. When your brain is broken, all your energy is trapped in your head. Your thoughts are spinning faster than a hurricane. Hakuin told Hakuin to sit down and imagine a massive chunk of soft, pure butter resting on the top of his head. Now, watch what happens next. Imagine that butter slowly melting. Feel it slowly dripping down your forehead, relaxing the tight muscles in your face. Feel it melting down your neck, your shoulders, washing away the tension in your chest, pulling all that chaotic mental energy down into your legs and feet. Modern science proves that doing this forces you into somatic tracking. By moving your attention from your looping thoughts into the physical sensations of your body, you instantly switch your nervous system from fight or flight to rest and digest. Hakuin practiced this melting butter method every single day. Within weeks, the brain fog lifted. The panic attacks vanished. His physical illnesses disappeared. He brought the energy out of his broken mind and grounded it into the earth. Step 3. Action over feeling. This is the final, most brutal reality check. In the West, we believe we have to feel good before we can do something. We think, I'll start working when my brain fog clears. I'll clean my room when I feel less depressed. Ancient Japanese philosophy flips this completely upside down. Morita therapy teaches that your feelings are like the weather. You cannot control if it rains, but you can control your actions, regardless of the weather. You don't need a perfectly healed brain to take one small step. If you are terrified, be terrified, and go do the work anyway. If you are exhausted, accept the exhaustion, and go wash a single teacup. Action is what actually cures the mind, because it proves to your brain that you are still alive, still moving, still capable. Your brain is not a machine that you can just reset with a software update. It is an organic, wild thing. When it feels broken, it is usually just exhausted from you trying to control it so much. The next time you are lying in bed, doom scrolling, paralyzed by anxiety or brain fog, stop trying to force yourself to feel better. Surrender completely to the uncomfortable feeling. Let it wash over you like a dark wave. Then, imagine the warm, heavy butter melting from the top of your head, pulling all that chaotic noise down into your feet. And finally, get up. Take your broken, foggy mind with you and go do one tiny, meaningful physical action. This is exactly how Hakuin became one of the most influential Zen masters in human history. He didn't cure his broken brain by fighting it. He cured it by ignoring it and grounding himself in the heavy reality of the physical world.